know how to handle an international inquiry and how to convert a marketing lead into a sales lead? Do you know how to handle an existing client and how to write emails to him? Do you know how you will handle and pacify the client when there is a customer complaint? Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are fit and fine. My name is Kavita. I'm an international marketing and sales expert. I'm having 11 years of experience in international business, and I am on a mission to educate people about international business and to create their interest in this profile. I'm very much passionate about my job. I have traveled to across 20 countries and I am very enthusiastic about my profile. I love everything about my job. So my dear friends, whenever you receive an inquiry, through by phone or email, you have to consider it as a prospective client and you have to deal it with a very intelligent manner. If you have to write an email to a client, so you have to follow certain principles while writing. Number one principle is that never write Mrs. to any lady, always write Mr. or Miss, and never write if you don't know the person is a female or a male, so just write dear John, dear and dear like my name is Kavita, dear Kavita. So you have to think while writing that you should not wrongly address the person, because the other person may take it as a like it's a disrespect also, because sometimes many women, they don't like if somebody is writing Mrs. when they are single. So you have to consider, and many ladies, they don't like if somebody writes to them Mr. because they are a female, so you are disrespecting them. So never write Mr. or Mrs. if you don't know their gender. If you know their gender very well, don't write to a lady Mrs. because you don't know whether she is married or a single. Then after dear, you have to write greetings of the day. You should never write good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because in international business there may be time difference, maybe 4 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. So after writing greetings of the day, you should start with the concerned problem, concerned subject, considering the principles of 5W and 1H. 5W means who, what, when, where, why, then how. Once again, I am repeating once again: who, what, when, where, why, and H. H is how. So considering this, you have to write a proper mail in a positive language, considering what the person to whom you are talking, what they have asked, when you will supply them, when you will submit the quote, and where is the perspective of business, and what you think, and why you are delivering, why you are writing this email, and how you will serve them. So considering this, you have to write an email and make sure that font size should be the same. If you are taking the font Arial, then it should be standard, it should be Arial 11. You have to make your email. Then your alignment should be proper, and you should write look forward to hear from you. Then you have to write best regards, then your name. If your designation is very low, and if you know that someone is director or CEO or at a very higher position, so never try to write your designation executive, senior executive, manager, because it doesn't look good. Because in international business, nobody asks like at which designation you are, and it doesn't matter at all. You should just write best regards, your name, then your company name, and your mobile number, address. This much is required while writing an email. So this I talked about when you received a new inquiry, then you have to write this one. If you are handling the existing client, then also you have to follow all these rules. And you can write a just not very formal, just informal email also to the person, considering the behavior of the person. And if you should try to write email to the person, to your buyer within 24 hours, within 2 working days. You should not delay your email to a long extent until unless there are valid reasons and there are some problems that is happening which are not in your control, and you want to avoid that issue, and that's why you are delaying. And my dear friends, in international business it is very mandatory to use the right words and proper language, because many complicated words you should not use, because in many countries people don't know English very well. So you should not write very tough words. You should write simple and understanding language, which should be in minimal words, which are layman language which anyone can understand. But some business words we have to incorporate in our email. Suppose I received an email for a new inquiry, so I will start with thank you very much for your email. We have received your inquiry and we look forward to working with you, and with regard to the product you require, kindly inform us what quantity you require, what the type of packaging you require, what is your minimum order quantity. Then according to that we will work out the costing and we will submit our offer. This is my product catalog enclosed. You can go through the product catalog and just look into this product catalog and let us know other products of your interest. If any person has shown interest in only 2 to 3 products, you can ask for other products as well. If they like some more products, you can supply them. Then comes when a customer is asking about the existing order, like what happened to the order, why it is delayed. So you should write to a customer, first of all, sorry for the delay in supply. We are checking with our factory, we are working on this order, and by this date we expect to plan and ship your order. Sorry for the inconvenience caused to you, and look forward to your, hope you will understand our situation and look forward to receive your kind cooperation on this issue. So accordingly you can change the language according to the situation. And if in case a customer has sent you a email and asking you that there are complaints in your order, and he is very angry because of the complaints, maybe there is leakage in the bottle, maybe the labels that is pasted on the packaging are not very well, if the cartons are damaged during transportation, if they delayed if any delayed service from our side, if any kind of problem in the quality. So in this regard you should start with sorry for the complaint. We are very much surprised because we are a quality manufacturer and we always supply good quality material, and we will investigate on this issue, and we will organize and we will talk to our team members and we will investigate and we will find out the problem, why this complaint has occurred. And you should ask the customer about the number of cartons or bottles damaged, what is the batch size, what is the batch number, what is the manufacturing date, what is the expiry date. And you should also ask your customer about the test report. If they have done any test in their laboratory or they have any video or photographs, they should send you all these things. And you should work seriously on the complaint, and you should work on the CAPA, corrective action and preventive actions. Corrective actions are those actions which you can take immediately, like you can tell your customer that we will send you some discounted goods and we will compensate your losses in the next order. We will give you discounts in the next unit prices. We will replace the cartons, or we are sending you some packing material, free packing material, promotion material. These are the immediate corrective actions you can take. And then preventive actions you should take for a long time, which you can make your production people, quality people, packaging, purchase, everyone. There should be a standard guideline should be given to everyone that these preventive actions we will take in future, so that this complaint should not repeat again. And you should make a CAPA sheet, corrective action and preventive action sheet, and you should send that sheet to your client, so that your client is very much satisfied that yeah, you are taking the actions and you are taking this matter very seriously. If you will reply your customer on time, you will satisfy your customer on time, you will win the heart of the customer and trust of the customer. So my dear friends, I have given you a much knowledge, much information how by writing emails you can win your orders, you can pacify our clients, you can resolve the customer complaints, and you can do your day-to-day work with the existing clients. So hope you liked my video. So please write comments and also like my video. Thank you very much. Have a great day.